Today we're going to be discussing more or less the game Until Dawn. Now, unfortunately, I haven't actually played it myself, and I've only been able to just watch other people play it. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. So I don't have a personal experience playing this game. However, because of the nature of this game, I feel more or less that it's plausible for someone to more or less get a similar experience from a viewing from just viewing the game uh, to that of actually playing the game. Not, I'm not saying this as a sort of like dig on the fact that the game is a sort of playable film, but it's because it is in that sort of genre of playable films. I do feel that it is still very much it is still very much watchable as just a film. Yeah. So, Until Dawn was made by Supermassive Games, I believe. No, or maybe yeah. So those are the developers. Gosh, hold up. Yeah, Supermassive Games. It was originally just for PlayStation, I believe, but it's gonna come soon to the in a remastered form, I suppose, to PCs via Steam. So that's nice. Now, I do feel that it is kind of weird to just suddenly decide to review this game. But the reason I want to review it is because I want to review the other games from Supermassive, being the ones from the Dark Pictures anthology. Mainly because you see, the Dark Pictures anthology games are very much in a sort of not response. What could be the best word? It's very much the Supermassive developers trying to take again that sudden spark that they got right with Until Dawn, and maybe try to grow it or capitalize on it. And the problem is that I personally feel that it wasn't capitalized or actually utilized well in any way for the Dark Picture games. Yeah. So basically, this is more or less me singing my praises to the Until Dawn game, which is very much the progenitor of the Dark Picture anthology games. And then I'm gonna basically go back and shit on, and then go into shitting on the Dark Pictures games. Which, to be honest, I don't want to shit on them just because I'm it's cool to just be a dickhead about things. It's just that it's mainly because Until Dawn did a lot of things right, and then they come like the same people. Well, I assume the same people, but more or less the same developer team with the same name releases games that are clearly trying to be the same or trying to more or less capitalize on the success of Until Dawn and clearly failing because and it feels kind of bad in because it because like you guys made it. Why are you doing all of these things that outright just don't feel like mistake? Like some things feel like kind of like okay, fine, I understand what you're going, but other things kind of just feel like really couldn't you just do something else? Anyway, um, I would say I also want to analyze this game because you see a lot of the good, but you can also see the start of all of the bad. So first of all, uh, what is actually the Until Dawn? So Until Dawn is a game. in which more or less you see a story play out. Its presentation is very much attempted to be very much cinematic. So in contrast to other games that are similar to this, if you so games like the Telltale games, like The Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, all of those games are do try to more or less are very much distinct in their presentation, not only visually because they try to imitate a comic art style, but because they also very much are kind of just their own thing. Whilst these games actually try to have a more cinematic approach to it, and that's actually something that's very much well seen in all of the games to a greater degree than others. So because of that sort of cinematic approach, with I believe in a couple of games you do get, or I think no, I think in all of the games you get a lot of Silent Hill-ish type of camera angles, static camera angles, where the player moves around with sort of tank controls. The only thing is just I want to go over Until Dawn now because it's been a long time that I haven't watched. Watched this game. So yeah, this is the. Oh, also the thing that they started here. So just like with the Telltale games, this game is very much utilize the whole butterfly effect, in which if you do a single thing per se, then down the line it's gonna have some massive effect. Now, unfortunately, I would say the only way that this like massive effects materialize in all of these games, like this isn't an issue of per se supermassive. This is an issue that's seen in all of the games that are of this genre. It's that all of them kind of just basically end the same way. Like specifically, fucking The Walking Dead. I don't know much about The Wolf Among Us because I did started to watch some walkthroughs of that game, but I kind of got bored. Not because it wasn't. Well, it just wasn't my thing. So I was like, whatever. But still, in the Walking Dead, I'm starting to remember the whole like PewDiePie grind into the having to kill Lee. Um, at the end, it always ends with Michelle. Was she called the child protagonist? I do remember that the protagonist was called Lee. I think, right? Well, but the spoilers, I suppose. But the protagonist becomes infected and has to be killed by the little girl that has been your pseudo uh, daughter, and you've been of course a very emotional scene. But no matter what you do, you're always gonna more or less just end that way with with a set of characters more or less dead, yes or no. Um, yeah, so the ending doesn't really change at all. And in most of the games, all that they tend to, I guess, change is just who's dead, who's alive at the end. So you can have a I guess an ending in which everyone survives, but there are some characters that I believe are kind of just set to always die no matter what, if I believe correctly. And that kind of sets up a bit of a precedent for the future sections. Not future sections, but for the future of for the future games that supermassive games will create. But still, more or less, yeah, it does have an effect, but in the end, the whole, because it's going to be really difficult to create massively different endings where I guess these people are this way, these people are dead, these people are like that. That's going to be so fucking hard to do for a game. So yeah, for example, it all ends more or less in this scene in the cabin, where depending to how much you fuck up, you some characters will die, some characters will live. Now choices wise or gameplay wise, the game doesn't really like all of the games in general tend to not be too heavy in gameplay. At most, at most it's just more or less giving you a choice to make, and then you choose that choice, and then you'll see that choice play out. There are some sections in this game in particular, if I believe correctly, where they basically do a thing in which the utilizing the controller's ability to gyro. I believe the controller's gyro. If you are kind of if you move the controller when a creature is like around and trying to hunt the player, well, they have this whole thing that the Wendigo creature cannot see what's not moving. So if if a character is moving, then they they see him and go for them and kill him. Yep. So that's a very interesting gameplay. The only issue I would say is that I don't think that's ever used in other games for the dark pictures or the other games. Actually, because okay, they have the dark pictures anthology, which there are four, but they have the quarry, and I believe they have another game. Or actually, no, I think it's just those, right? So it's six games. So you have the Dark Anthology, which for now there are only four, but I believe there are more, and uh oh god, and there sorry I kind of I apologize, but there are other mm, so you have the Dark Anthology, you have Until Dawn, and then you have the Quarry. I think that's all it is. Yeah, I think that's all it is. Uh, yeah, the butterfly effect. Yeah, apologize. Yeah, so yeah, I would say that I'm not sure. Yeah, as a, I guess a contrast to the other types of games that are kind of like this one. Um, I believe if you die, if any of the characters die, and I think this is for across all of these games by Supermassive, if you're playing a character and that character dies, then it doesn't really matter in the sense of the game. The game will still continue. It's just that that character's dead, and they'll either mention it in one way or another, or it will be more or less brought up by the fact that at the end the character's not there, which sometimes does leave a couple of plot holes, I believe. I think that most of the plot holes that were created due to some characters being dead, some characters being alive, all of those issues were kind of fairly well handled in Until Dawn. But in contrast, I think that a couple really massive, or actually no, I think in all of the games they do tend to be fairly rationalized in one way or another. Hmm. Oh well, let's go. Let's start with just more or less seeing the game.
Oh my god, I can't believe you actually did this.
Oh,
She
by the
deserves
way,
it.
sorry. So just just because I don't want to be a bit of an asshole. I am using this footage from SHN Survival Horror Network. Until Dawn extended version, best quality, 1080p, 60 frames per second walkthrough, long play, gameplay, no commentary. Okay, so I'm using this just to get it done because I don't have my own gameplay. So yeah, this is not my own gameplay. I am using this because it's I guess the best footage that I could get.
Not her fault. She has a huge crush on my
Another thing that's actually
I'm just looking out for my girl.
Just because
how could I
he's
say it?
Prez doesn't mean he belongs to everyone. Mike is my man.
Hey, I'm not anybody's man.
Whatever you say,
Yeah,
darling.
utilizing the okay. So going back onto the whole making the game have a cinematic feel. To achieve this, not only they also actually, instead of creating a character design, what they did is instead they oh god, that face.
She's here. Shh, shh. Mike.
So sorry.
Mike.
So instead of creating a
It's
character
Hannah.
for most
Hey, Hannah.
characters, instead what they did was get an actual actor to play to not only play the character but also model the characters
Did you see
after
that? Dad said it'd just be us this weekend.
the actor.
Josh.
No, I think this is when the player starts. Yeah. So as you can see, yeah. So when the characters
Jeez.
move
Josh.
around, it's clear that they took some
Once again,
inspiration
brother,
from
you've outdone us all.
other games in which I think that guy that's Robbie Malek, I think. Anyway, so as you can clearly see, they took inspiration from other games like Silent Hill 3, other games where they have how's it called? God, static
my
camera
God.
shots to ensure
What
that
did our naive
they keep
sister
that
get herself into now?
cinematic
Got
feel.
your note?
Glad you can make it.
Another thing that they did is, of course, have basically blur effects for the more or less
Maybe we should start with a little, making out and see where it goes from there.
for the like depth effect, because it's a camera.
Hell yeah.
You're looking to more or less have things that are in frame. Yeah, like this shot. Hold up. The camera zooms out and then it's clearly trying to draw your attention to the butterfly. Shit, sorry. Sorry, my arm kind of hurt for a moment there. It's trying to draw your attention to the butterfly tattoo. And it achieves this by, of course, blurring the the guy over here, making him become part of the background and putting into focus this bit of the foreground.
Oh my God. She's taking her shirt off. What? Oh my God. Matt, what are you doing here?
Hannah.
I'm sorry, Hannah.
Hey,
This all
don't
got out of
mind.
hand,
Just
but-
a stupid prank.
Man.
You guys are jerks. You know that? Hannah.
Okay, so something about characterization. I would say that the characters in this game are actually fairly okay. I would say. This becomes a bit of an issue because in the coming games, they all become dumbasses that you more or less want to hate or want to just see them. No, yeah, most of them they're kind of just hateable people. None of these people are actually treated or seen as good. What the fuck am I even saying? Okay, in the future games, like Dark Anthology games and the Quarry, most of the games I found that the characters are kind of mostly assholes. Like maybe there were a few characters that you were kind of like wanting to maybe um root for, but it kind of felt a little bit on the nose, as in the sense of that the game itself was telling you root for this guy. This guy is the good guy. This guy is a motherfucker. So don't root for this other person. So it's like really. Like for example, here we start to see a bit of the characters, their characterization. Yeah, see that? Okay. So here we start to get the whole choice thing. So you have either the choice to wake Josh, wake Josh, or find the others, which this person decides to wake Josh.
Josh! Fuck! Guys, there's someone outside.
Now, yeah, I would say if you saw that, because they also tend to do this a lot in a lot of games, so you already start to see this, in which they give you the illusion of choice. You've chosen to wake up Josh, but Josh doesn't wake up. So you immediately go back into the other choice, which is to alert the other guys. And they do this for a lot of games in which more or less the choice is not really there, but it's still giving you a choice to make you feel as if you've had a bit of an impact. It's kind of fine for some of this, like for some sections, specifically for this section where it's just the tutorial and you're kind of just starting to get the bearings on everything. But when they do this type of stuff for far more later points and for other things, it's like it doesn't feel fair. It doesn't feel good.
Hannah!
What's
That's
going
not
on?
screaming.
Where's my sister going?
It's fine. She just can't take a joke.
It was just a prank, Han.
What did you do?
We're just messing around, Dad. That wasn't serious.
You jerks!
Yeah, so
Hannah!
we already have this situation in which
So, should we go after
they
her?
try to do like
You know, I kind of think
a
you're
bit
the
of
last
a
person she wants to see right now, Mike.
tasteless prank.
Oh, shit.
Ah, there we go. So that we got the quick time events. Okay, so this kind of becomes I think it even becomes a bit of a just an overdone thing in all of these games. But I don't want to become negative here. Okay, I kind of. It's just that I'm not really sure how over. Oh fuck! She kind of fell fast, didn't she? Ugh. I would say it is kind of weird that they're going with this whole like scary vibe from the get go. Though, oh wait, no, yeah, because they. Wait, did she saw somebody outside? No, yeah, because she saw her sister,
Hannah.
Hannah.
Where
Yeah.
are you?
Okay, yeah, I would say that some of these games do have those kind of moments in which it feels kind of weird for that that the character decided to wait follow shadow, but the shadow is like over here.
Damn it, Hannah. Where are you?
No, wait, what the fuck? Yeah, so the shadow was going here, Ah, no, there was a shadow here. And there was, I guess, a figure. But here they focused more on the... Did she saw somebody else through the window apart from Hannah? Because maybe I didn't see it. And that's why I'm kind of... Maybe that's why I'm kind of confused. Yeah, like... Yeah, there shouldn't be any... She just saw her sister, right? Am I missing something? No. Okay. Weird.
You do.
But yeah. So they kind of can't... They... She goes away to find her sister. Yeah, so a lot of these games
Hannah.
basically try to make sure that there's a bit of an, you know, because the interactability, that there's an interactability with some smaller actions, mainly because the gameplay is kind of fairly bare bones. As more or less, all that you're doing is making choices and seeing what occurs. So this is kind of an evolution of the kind of like
Hello?
text
Hello?
text input type games, text input adventure games, in which, you know, that the player would just, you know, text, look at, oh, would always like look at, would, you know, write. Oh no, what the fuck am I saying? Like, you know, they would be presented with a scenario
Hannah.
in which the, you know, for example, here you're walking down a dark snowy trail, lighting your path with
What the hell?
your smartphone. You see a figure in the distance. What do? And then you would type, you know,
Hello?
go towards figure,
Oh my God,
go
you must be freezing.
go back or something like that, you know.
I'm such an idiot. I'm so dumb. Hannah? Back?
Ah, I'm sorry. I even think I thought this was kind of like, they kind of start to you can see already that, you know, they want you to make they want to make you feel scared from the get go, but it kind of feels a bit too like out of nowhere that they were scared from the you know, all of this scary shit was happening from within the from when they were already within the cabin, so it feels a little bit cheap. And you would see that this kind of already starts to become a huge issue as as you get to the future games. But sorry, this was kind of dumb. What I wanted to show you instead, as well.
Hannah? Back?
Yeah. So that was the vision of the monster, the Wendigo
So dumb.
creature, in which they are basically trying to show you that things that move are the only things that more or less draws attention, because that's how they see via movement. Though, by that logic, then wouldn't the like, at least in this extremely windy snowstorm or whatever it is in the middle of the forest, I don't know. To me, it seems like there's a lot more stuff than just them two that is moving.
So dumb.
I guess they have some very selective. They have some very selective eyes that only check out. I guess they only detect moving people, but not moving objects.
Jesus Christ.
Idiot.
Hold on! Hold on!
Fire. Wait. These two would be more would look like. Never mind. What I wanted to say is that from that type of fall, their injuries would not look like that at all, and those glasses, wouldn't be on her face till the last moment. However, this is very much, the type of experience that they want to achieve, in which it's more, yeah, it looks realistic. However, it's very much trying to be more cinematic, more dramatic, to say the least. So to see the glasses kind of slide off of her face when she hits the ground, even though she kind of fell in such a way that her glasses would have basically gotten off her face from the moment she first hit the first floor or whatever, like I guess rock she hit. Anyway, it makes it have more of a thing, a bit of finesse to it, I suppose. Oh god, they have this guy. Okay, I think that this is the worst part. Okay, objectively, this is the worst part of all of the games combined. There is no reason why we have this motherfucker, and they do this shit in, like, it's, I believe they don't do it in the Telltale games. They don't do it in those games. They but here they have some like figure that is always analyzing, or more or less kind of um recapitulate. I don't know, like more or less kind of like having a bit of an overview and just kind of discussing to the player what just occurred. And I gotta be honest, I don't like him. I don't like this analyst characters that they do in all of the games. By the way, I think, is there a game that doesn't have? No, they have in all of the games. I believe that in the later ones, they they started to use him less, I believe, which is kind of funny because it's like people they start to listen to their fans being like, nobody fucking likes this. I like, it's kind of a novel. It's kind of a novelty thing in this game. It just doesn't feel right because it's kind of it always feels like a non sequitur. It's like boom, all of a sudden, yeah, we just seen these two girls who are sisters being chased by something, and then all of the sudden we can clearly see that there was I guess a person with a flamethrower who was then attempting to help them, but they fucked up so fucking bad. Specifically, the one with the one Hannah. Like, this is her fault. She's a dumbass. Why did she run out in the fucking, like, in a fucking snowstorm? But anyway, you would see that again. There are some characters who do some dumb choices in this games. Some are more likable than others. Some, in most games, at least in this one, they don't really try to make you feel too much of a, oh, you should like this guy. But in others, they are trying to more very much trying to make you feel like, oh yeah, you should like this guy, you should hate this other person. Uh, at least that's how I felt with some.
Before we
Yeah.
begin, there are a few things I need to make sure you understand. You see, no one can change what happened last year. The past is beyond our control. You have to accept this in order
Yeah,
to move
Dr.
forward. But
Hill.
there's freedom in this revelation. Everything you do, every decision you make from now on. This thing. I'm sorry we're out of time for now, but I want you to think hard about what's inside that house and what it is that makes you uneasy.
Oh, also,
And we can unpack
okay,
it together.
just to really quickly go over something that I wanted to really say is the jump scares. Now, for horror, and this is something that they this is something they outright said by Supermassive, is that more or less they're trying to follow what Stephen King said about horror. That there's more or less 3 types of horror, which is basically you have body horror, all of the visceral horror, you know, all the horror that basically is compiled to you have a body and you see a body, you see said body be destroyed or distorted in one way or another, which can culminate by, you know, it being hurt, seeing blood, seeing any type of body fluid, which is more gross out than actually scary per se. But it can definitely, like, if it's done well, it can definitely unsettle players more than anything, and make the players feel what the characters are feeling. Then you have horror, which is more or less just the feeling, or as it is explained. Oh God, it's him! I'm sorry, I just can't. Okay, I'm gonna discuss this much a bit later, but not right now. But anyway, so you have horror, which is more or less the horror of as it is explained by Stephen King. It's more or less explained as anything that's out of the ordinary. That's when something that shouldn't be there, it's there. So basically, anything unnatural, or that is the supernatural, the ghosts, the monsters that you can clearly see that are there, and you are scared because they are there and they shouldn't be there. You know, they're unencountered. And then you have terror, which is more or less the sort of. It doesn't have to be as terror is not a feeling, but more it's not a feeling like horror. It's more or less a feeling that's kind of like. Sorry. So terror is very distinguishable from horror, which instead, you know, it very much can feel supernatural, but unlike horror, which I would say is more tactile, it's more or less, it's very much visual. It's what you see, what the information that you know. Terror is, oh, okay, hold up. I'm gonna leave it there. Hold up. So terror is all about the ambience, what the player can infer, well, not the player, but what the viewer can infer and feel. Horror is more or less given to the viewer or audience by making them understand that there's something that what they're seeing shouldn't happen. Terror is made by making them understand that there's something that there's something about to happen, that there's something looming over them, but they don't know what it is, and they cannot even see it. They know that it's about to come, that it's somewhere in one way or another, but they cannot actually deal with it in any way possible. To run doesn't feel like a possibility because it's ambiental. Horror is a thing that is in front of you. Terror is the environment itself becoming the threat. More or less, yeah. At least in the sense of feeling, it's environmental. And more, yeah. I'm trying to explain myself the best I can. But going back to the game, so So again, going back to the game. So this is something that's seen in all of the games by Supermassive, which is that all of the characters are given some sort of, I guess, list of characteristics whenever they're introduced. So they kind of even play more into it in their future games. But in this one, it's more or less just trying to, I guess, build up on the character. I personally don't like it. It doesn't feel like, for the whole, like, them trying to be cinematic. It doesn't feel cinematic at all, I would say. It feels very much like, boom, in your face. You got a bunch of information about this character and that you didn't know, and you haven't seen really much about this character. So we meet Sam, who is Hannah's best friend from yeah, like, we could consider that, we could infer that she's Hannah's best friend from what we saw earlier, because she was mad how they treated, how because they were mad of how they made Hannah the part of the joke with that mean prank. But in here, they're outright telling us that they're friends, or not that they're best friends. That she's considerate. We we can infer that. Like, is this it? We can infer that from seeing it, when she's interacting with the other characters. You don't have to tell us. Show, don't tell. Fuck. Anyway, sorry. She's diligent, she's considerate, she's adventurous. So if she's adventurous, then why didn't she go out and search for Hannah also? No, yeah, why? Like, it makes sense that it was her sister that went. But if she's adventurous and Hannah's best friend, wouldn't it be better for her to also have gone out with Hannah's sister to go and search? Like, maybe I know, yeah, maybe it would have been kind of difficult to make it so that, maybe it could have been like at the very start, like, maybe the player doesn't have a choice, but for this, but she goes and takes one route leading her to nowhere, and then Hannah's sister goes the other route, and then going that route she actually finds Hannah. At least that would actually make sense with her whole adventurous, and she's Hannah's best friend. But
Hello? Someone there?
the whole, like, okay. So I think you can. So yeah, the camera is static, but you can actually move the. You can actually move the camera on the point that it is, in a sort of like a static pivot, just to more or less maybe get more information. Woman, don't do that. You're just ensuring that you could slip and fall in really badly. God. Anyway, so we can see that.
Hey there, fella. You hungry?
Okay, yeah. So okay, this is fine. But you start to see the mechanic here, where basically, when the don't move icon is on screen, the wireless controller is keep the wireless controller as still as possible. I would say this is very interesting gameplay. Only possible if you have set wireless controller with the capability with a gyroscope within it. Of course, for the future games, because this game was for the PS4. The controller that came with it always has the the PS4 controller always has a gyroscope, so it's kind of guaranteed that you're gonna have this. You're gonna put this type of, I guess, mechanic. However, for the future games, they made them exclusively, or not exclusively, but they made them also for the PC. And of course, you don't want to more or less literally make a completely different mechanic for the PC version and the console versions, depending on which console. Because, again, this is mainly just because of the controller itself. So it's that they kind of dropped this for future games. Oh yeah, now I think about it, because they're gonna release this game, a sort of remaster remake version for PCs. I wonder what they're gonna do for this. Maybe because of, Steam. So maybe they're gonna have a choice where if you can turn it on, and then have if you have a controller that is capable of noticing movement. But if you don't, then maybe there's another mechanic that will then come into play. Oh god, I hope they don't do the whole like rhythm game thing. They're gonna make it. They're gonna make it. Or actually, maybe not, because I saw that that is actually going to be made by another team rather than Supermassive themselves. So who knows? Maybe they'll do something that feels much better. But still.
Cutie.
So I would say they very much well achieve the cinematic feel with these games, as well with the music.
Cool.
So yeah, indigenous people of the butterfly prophecies. They, okay, here's the deal. I would say, even even in the past, I thought like we've seen like for the whole like butterfly thing. I think at this time it wasn't such a big like oh like I swear that there was more games kind of like this that they used again the same, they outright used the same word for like referring to it, the butterfly effect gameplay, but they kind of do it a little bit over the top with this. Like they want to make sure that you understand the whole like butterfly thing, so you do get moments like this where it's like, so I suppose whenever you're told, whenever you see that something occurs, I guess you get this type of icons. So a black butterfly. If you see a black butterfly, it means it's the character's fucking dead or is about to die. Red, this means that something's about to happen. Brown, something that, so instead of the character that you're playing, one of the other characters is gonna die. Guidance, I suppose, just guiding you to where you need to go. Then fortune, white butterflies brought dreams, like good fortune. I guess more or less. Good job. You did the good thing, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah. So again, I would say I think they kind of overdo it a little bit for the people to understand. Understand what the whole butterfly thing is, and even then, for this type of, and even then, I think it was kind of obvious from the beginning. You do something, character dies. In a future scenario, if a character in a future scenario, if that character is dead or not dead, then that would change the outcome. Makes sense. I don't. It doesn't have to be explained the whole time, but they really kind of go a little bit overboard with this one.
Graffiti
Still,
all the way up here.
they passed beyond our control. Ooh, get that because they did some dumb shit
Chris,
in the
you
past.
here?
Okay, now I'm gonna go into what's the art style. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, the art style is very
You're
much
not in the bag, are
trying
you?
to be very much
Hello.
realistic because they want the whole like cinematic feel to the to the game. I would say visually it looks great.
Aha!
However,
Yes.
there are some things that I do have some issues with.
Hey, nosy.
Chris.
Hold up. Okay. That's yeah. So you do get some things like this. Okay, again, the whole we meet Chris, who has a crush on Ashley. That's all that we have to know. You couldn't have maybe shown us that he's kind of trying to spend more time with Ashley, or that he's trying to you know treat her much nicer than compared to the others. You know. Anyway, has a crush on Ashley. That's his main thing. He's protective, humorous, and methodical, and you can know that because he got glasses on him. At least. Okay, again, I'm gonna go back into what I wanted to say, and it's basically the my main issue with the realistic type of art style, plus the choice to instead of actually design a character, to just model the characters based on the actor that's playing them. That's something that I have a lot of issues with, and it's mainly with the fact that the characters just don't have a design to them per se. The only way that I can explain this is more or less by actually explaining basically what they did in Silent Hill. For a lot of the characters in Silent Hill, they wanted to more or less ensure that if a character is meant to look a specific way per se, if a character is meant to look kind of somebody that you shouldn't trust, then they will give them a more kind of um, more like, for example, in Silent Hill 3, you have this character that for the love of God, I cannot remember right now. But it's a character that, as he's presented, he's very much not someone that you should trust. Silent Hill 3 characters. What is? No. I think yeah, Vincent. So Vincent, I'm gonna show you another. Hold up. I'm gonna show you another screen really quick, really quickly. Why did it go in the top? Okay. Yeah. So you have Vincent Smith. Now, for this character, what they wanted to make is a character that from the get go is very much not trustworthy at all. And of course, for this to achieve this, his design is kind of a bit is meant to look quite somebody that you shouldn't trust in one way or another. Now, in Until Dawn, they do achieve this by more or less having the characters kind of act a specific way, and also in future games. However, it kind of doesn't work much for, like, for example, you. Oh, that's another good shot. Oof, God. Okay, here you have some like characters. Yeah, so they were like trying to think for a character design, and of course they ended up with this. Though the face seems to have been basically uh, set on from the beginning, and what they discussed was that they basically wanted to have a face that looks kind of that it looks like someone that you shouldn't trust in one way or another. You have per se the kind of unkempt looking hair, the overgrown beard. His face looks very much unkempt. Um, you have the kind of somewhat sunken eyes. So of course, then you know in 3D maybe some of those details are not seen, but still, you see this guy and he kind of looks a little bit kiddish, someone that you shouldn't trust. It's kind of the complete opposite to. Oh, this one's kind of a bit over the top, but more or less the point is there. He's meant to be a character that you're not supposed to trust, and they show that with this design. Um, other characters, I mean, then you have other characters like Claudia Wolf, which from the get go, you see this. I mean, if you see this face, you're gonna tell me. Please tell me, would you trust her or not? Honestly, right? Like this character is definitely not meant to be someone that you trust at all. She's meant to be. She clearly is meant to be someone who's evil. Again, old 3D models. So, like for example, then you have this other design, which kind of captures almost that sort of idea, kind of. But instead she looks more. How could I say it? Polished. She looks far more well kept, but it doesn't capture that same feeling of a villainess, I suppose. Oh, this was another idea in which she was meant to be like bold, with a bunch of tattoos. Yeah, so they had a lot of ideas. They didn't, from what I understood, they did. They of course she's supposed to be a part of the cult of Silent Hill, so she has to look, somewhat cultish. But they don't want. This one's an interesting design. Yeah, but they of course weren't sure of how to make her look. In the end, they ended with this design. Or actually, no, this isn't the finished design. Oh no, yeah, it is. Yeah, what a weird pose. Yeah. So more or less, they ended with this, and it's very concise, very simple, but more or less, it kind of gets the point across that she's she has darker colors. The what the fuck am I even going on about? Anyway, yeah. For example, this I think this seems to be. I think this is fan art. this looks kind of almost fan art-ish, I suppose. But yeah, so yeah, the moment that you see her, you go like, whoa, 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 who the fuck is this? And why does she look clearly not like a normal person? Right? You know, she doesn't have fucking eyebrows or anything. But yeah, I get. I guess they chose to, instead of making her have no hair, they went like no eyebrows. Anyway, back to the thing. Again, all of like,
You scared me.
you could at least say that at least the characters, you know, they at least gave them some design in their choice of apparel, and as ways you know, he's wearing glasses, he's wearing some sort of like, he's wearing some via his clothes. What the fuck am I saying? Hold up. You know, the characterization in design, because they cannot, I guess, make it steer way too far away from how the actors look like. They have to capitalize on more or less just the apparel and what they are wearing, as well as how they act. Um, so so you could say that. Sorry, I'm just trying to see. Hold up.
Aha!
1, 2, 3
That's what
testing.
it is.
Oh, 1, 2, 3 testing.
Hey, nosy.
Chris. You scared me.
I'm sorry. Are you my secretary?
I was buzzing.
Cool.
Hello, 1,
Well,
2, 3 testing.
thanks for letting me know. I can take it from here.
I'm kind of I'm kind of worried that nobody or that
So
the audio
I
is
found
kind of a
something
little.
kind of amazing.
What?
I'm not going to tell you. You got to see for yourself.
Okay.
Come on. It's this way.
Yeah, I was really worrying that maybe the audio of the
Right around
video
here. Gonna
was a
blow
little
your
bit
mind.
too loud, and that I myself was kind of not. Oof. Oh, I hope that, you know, this is before. This is now, but before I had it like up to top.
Nice.
Maybe it was a little bit too much. Okay.
Looks like someone thought
Anyway,
so.
Oh, come on. This place is abandoned most of the year.
they do try to more or less give them a bit of characterization in their apparel. It's just like,
Pretty rad, right?
and maybe like choices of haircuts, I suppose.
Come on. Look at these
Mm,
beauties.
Beauties is not the word that comes to mind. Why is this even here?
What do you mean?
What the hell is a shooting range doing at the base of a ski lodge?
Okay.
Dude, have you ever want to try? Here goes.
I think they have a bit of more or less. This is a part to just showcase gameplay. So yeah, this this is another quick time event in which basically you're it's just a simple quick time event in which the player has to just aim at the correct thing, more or less. That's all that they have to do. The In this game, how is it? It's utilized to a good degree. I would say that's like, for example, here, if you see, they only want you to shoot that bag, but you don't. But if you can see here, there are more things to shoot than just that bag. So I would say the mechanic itself is good. It's just that the way that it's utilized is not usually the best. It doesn't give that much of a choice sometimes, or most of the time, I would say, because you have a bunch of bags there, and you're not able to actually, you know, shoot the others. You have to shoot that one over there, and it does feel that you can already see there that this is more or less just trying to just get you to do just one choice. and it's mainly for the for shooting the Wendigo. Anyway.
Wow, nice shooting tits.
Alright, I'm bad. I'm a badass.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess it was a wild case of beginner's luck.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, like for example, we see him do a little dumb dance,
Wow, nice shooting tits.
Alright, I'm
so we
bad.
can really see that he has the whole like
Badass.
humorous thing. But again, you don't have to tell us; just let us experience this and infer by watching the characters interact.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess it was a wild case of beginner's luck.
Nah, I don't think so, girl.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Why didn't do that in the first place?
Anybody and their brother could shoot a bottle that big, that close.
Shoot it, 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 shoot it. Okay, here's the deal. Yes, yes, yes. Oh.
Nice shot.
Your ass just got sacked.
Hey, sharpshooter, a ride's coming.
Wait, I'm just getting the hang of this.
Come on, Chris, the cable car.
So they just leave a fucking loaded gun in the place, just like that. That's something that I didn't realize the first time I watched this. I was like, I kind of just never questioned that.
It's definitely weird coming back up here after a whole year.
Yeah, I swear the moment I got here, it just all came flooding back. Hey, that's weird. Door's locked.
Yeah. Josh wanted us to keep it locked to keep people out.
He said that? What people?
I don't know. He said they found people sleeping in the station one time.
It's creepy.
Dumb fuck. Go and open it yourself.
Real gentleman.
Okay, yeah. They sometimes have this kind of like moments for exposition where a character does something, and then the other character has to like step in to remind, like for example, he had the key. Why didn't he go and open it himself? So they could have instead made it so that he goes, opens it, and then she would like, oh, it's closed, and then he would go, no, yeah, people were found here sleeping, and just squatting here. So this other character said to keep it closed, and it's like that feels a bit better than having having him go there, try to open it, and go, it's closed. Why is it closed? It feels weird. But anyway, you would see that there are more like times where this kind of happens. Okay, hold up. I'm kind of just gonna start to just zoom through this game. Sorry, it's literally 6 hours. So now I've
And then what?
oh yeah, maybe there's some copyrighted music.
I'm afraid.
Oh god,
We're out of time, but
hold up.
And then what? So, pretty breathtaking.
feeling a little.
Oh yeah, you have. Okay, so I think. So. Okay, all right. I think that the whole like analyzer thing is very much taken from Silent Hill Shattered Memories. Now that I realize, I forgot that. Fucking hell, I dislike this section so much that I just forgot about this thing. So yeah, so whilst you also, I guess, have a moment with this analyzer character, you do tend to also have a bit of a moment where they do the same thing that they did in Shattered Memories, in which in here in Shattered Memories, you would what is the word? In shattered memories, fucking hell, my brain's kind of going all over the place. In shattered memories, you would talk to the psychologist, and of course, he would tell you what scared you. What's more? They would do this whole like hey, what scares you? This thing or this other thing? Would you draw me this thing? What do you see here? So I remember that they did a bit of this thing as well. Yeah, fucking hell, but I forgot about it. As I said, I don't like these sections in this game. Like in Shattered Memories, it kind of makes sense because as well, like for this thing, the analyst kind of comes out of nowhere, and I can't remember whether there is a reason for this character to exist. Like, yeah.
Don't you guys think this is a little bit? Oh, come on, she deserves it. Hannah, what's going on? Where's my sister going? It was just a prank.
Yeah, so yeah,
I need to go find.
Oh.
this is for the.
Yo, you got things moving up here or what? Yeah, man. Hey. Yo, you got things moving
Okay,
up
yeah. Hold up. Oh, I forgot that they actually looked at the options. That was kind of weird.
Hey, you doing alright? I know it must be really tough like I said. Stop. I just meant that. No, I know what you meant. You know, seriously, I'm over it, and I want us to have a good time, you know? Like we always used to. Damn it, it's a freaking thing. It's iced. What else? Maybe there's another way in. There are a million ways in, they're just all locked. There's gotta be like a window around the corner we can get open or something. Wait a second, are you saying we should break in? I don't think it's technically Weird without your helmet.
No reason.
Any parents? I mean, can you imagine a more perfect, ripe with you? Should have paid. Oh, I'm okay. Should have paid more attention in climbing class. You mean Jim? Yeah, you know, they climb up the rope. Whoa. Did I do that? I don't think so. Here, use this. Well, Chris, I just got an awesome idea. Yeah? Totally. Well, what is it? Okay, so I'm pretty sure that I've got some deodorant in one of the bathrooms. You could use that with a lighter. I don't follow. How's a stick of deodorant gonna help? Spray on. It's a can. Oh, yeah. Now I gotcha. Flamethrower. Just like we did with the army dudes. Yep. Once we melt it, just point the spray can in the lighter and whoosh. Bye-bye frozen lock. Bingo. All right, so you got this. I'm gonna go sort.
Yeah, a frozen metal lock. Yeah, sometimes they have kind of dumb ideas. Anyway, never mind. So they want to do a DIY flamethrower. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna talk about another thing about the gameplay here. Okay. When you go and pick up something, like even watching this feels really groggy. Like, rather than actually pick up the motherfucking thing, you have to look at it, then pick it up, and then turn it. That something that should be kind of just done in a single press. They have to make it so that you have to do it like 3 times. I would say that just feels kind of bad. Well.
So, what have we here?
I'm not sure how much they do it across all of the games, but as you can see, even in here, I personally feel that it just doesn't look good.
Oh my god, this is Oh my god, this is perfect. We're like the cutest couple.
Damn. You should be model.
You keep that camera handy. We got going on.
Epic. Yep. Huh.
Yeah, again, okay, so...
Damn. Alright, read my mind. Okay.
So again, to make the game feel more, I guess, more like a game, they are trying to just fill up the game with kind of like mini games, I suppose, fairly interactive mini games, in which as you can see, the characters are taking a picture, or they're doing this shit, or or another, uh, I'm not sure how to feel about them. I think that it's a good idea to make sure that the player doesn't feel like they're not playing a game, because you could literally boil this down to a visual novel where you have, choice B, A, B, C, and then you see what happens, because that's more or less what this is. It's basically a visual novel, but it's a bit more elaborate in one way or another.
Oh my god, this is perfect. We're like the cutest couple.
Damn. You should be mom.
You keep that camera handy, and maybe I'll let you start my portfolio at the cabin.
Huh. Stogie.
Weird place to hang out and smoke cigars.
It's recent.
Okay.
Who's out there?
There's one thing that I'm gonna.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Now to remember, yeah, this thing, the whole like finding something feels so fucking. Ugh. It's kind of like if the game is trying to jump scare you subtly, like very subtly. It's trying to jump scare you subtly, but this clearly becomes a huge fucking issue in the future games you are about to see. Okay, I'm gonna make a live stream about this tomorrow for the other games. So I'm gonna add. I'm trying to say that I'm gonna look at the other games tomorrow and kind of just want to make a good ground on what is more or less the main key things that we're seeing in Until Dawn, and then I can more or less then look at the future games and then go back into this stream and see what's the difference, see what's done. But in short, when trying to make a scary game, this game is fairly successful. It's just that some things, like for example, why does the game have to like do a drum hit every time that you find something of importance?
Stogie.
Weird place to hang out and smoke cigars.
It's recent.
And it's a really loud one, by the way. But I'm not sure if maybe. So it feels like a very cheap attempt to jump scare the player.
Huh. Stogie.
And they even
Smoke cigars.
they even like flash the screen for a second.
Wonder who's out there.
They're trying to make everything feel like.
Whoa.
Yeah, so here there's as well a bit of exploration elements to the gameplay, but it feels kind of bad when every single time that you find something, you immediately get, I guess, a weird attempt of a jump scare. I like it's by no means a jump scare. It's definitely just to make sure that the player understands. But why is it so like that? Maybe it's the version of it, because this seems to be like sort of like uncut, yeah, extended Until Dawn extended. So maybe it's a thing of this version of the game. But still, my point stands. In this game, there aren't really any like cheap jump scares. Not that many, I would say. But in future games, I would say that they try to utilize the jump scares way too much, far too much, far more than they would have than what they should have, and it's not good.
This place is like historical.
Holy bat cave.
He's gotta be Native American, right?
I don't think the miners were getting there.
You alright?
Yeah, close one.
I don't think this place is up to code.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's time to go.
Yeah, so that was a bit of a jump scare, but at least you feel that the characters actually reacting to it naturally. Keep in mind what I'm saying. The characters are reacting to the whole the jump scare naturally. Keep that in mind, please. Oh yeah, also, by the way, you see clearly that they're kind of in a somewhat dangerous situation, but they're kind of treating the whole ambience with importance. they're kind of going down this trail. You know, it's just the two of them alone. You know, something very dangerous just happened, and they're kind of just, you know, not they're kind of just treating it normally. Keep that in mind, please. Again.
When Josh said cabin, I felt like Abe Lincoln.
What do you see in Lincoln bedroom?
Oh, are you planning on getting presidential on me?
Did ride on Air Force One?
All right. Save it for the dumb speech by me. Ooh, a telescope. Gonna look at the trees, gonna look at the clouds, gonna look at the cabin. Whoa.
Sure.
I just saw someone at the cabin.
Okay. Let me see. Hey, Jess.
Mm-hmm.
Stay close by, okay?
What's that?
This posting says there's some brown bears up here sometimes.
Oh, Michael, I have the best idea.
What?
Let's go hug a bear. Come on, please. Come on.
Let's not hug a bear.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a cheap jump scare to a degree, because to a degree, I would say that this is cheap jump scare, but it's actually kind of well built. Sorry that it wasn't discussing much. I was trying to just get to something. Okay, so you see that kind of walking towards, and yeah, you see the elk, no, not elk, reindeer, whatever, deer. You see the deer? It's there. So you instinctively want to maybe walk towards it, and then, boom, yeah.
Watch out, bird brain.
Rats with wings?
Oh, poor Mikey. Did the little birdie get your panties all bunched up?
These are gross. Like diseases and shit.
I would say I do prefer I think in the future games those like little moments that the characters have, they tend to draw them out like a long time. You have no idea. Like whoever's the script writer should fucking be fired. I'm sorry, I didn't want to say that, but you know what I mean. They tend to draw out a lot of these moments because you saw that they kind of have like a little moment. It was like less than 10 seconds or almost 10 seconds. A bit over 10 seconds, I think. But still, it was short, fine, whatever. You know, you saw the characters, you saw more characterization, the characters interact, how the characters interact with each other. But in future games, if I believe correctly, they tend to sometimes make all of these moments far too long.
Back, Debbie Downer.
Oh, boo! Show off.
Hey, Mike. You've got something on your face.
You know, Tam,
Yes, Josh. That.
I'm trying.
Am I doing something wrong?
No.
Okay, so I would say up until now, nothing really bad has happened. I think. Yeah.
It's fair play, my good lady. My calling. Hey, I will do everything in my power to
Oof, they do sometimes do some dumb shit.
What did you do?
What the?
I can't watch this.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I remember this, yeah.
Hey, bud.
Hold up.
I'm gonna make this quick for you, okay?
Oh, no.
Okay.
One, it just has some injuries that seem superficial, but it's clearly dying. At that point, just leave it alone. It could hurt. You could kind of just easily get up and hurt you. But then you have this moment that's more hilarious than anything. This is clearly kind of going for the shock value, the gross out horror, but He somehow fucking decapitated it.
Mike, what did you do?
What the fuck? It came up.
Oh my god, what the hell was that?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a freak! Over here, Mike! Get over here!
It's a bear. It's gotta be a bear.
Oh, look!
On. We gotta.
It's close.
100%. 110. Had it under control. Whole time.
Oh, bullshit.
No, 100%. 100%. 110.
Holy crap, I feel like I just ran a marathon.
I think we kind of did.
Sure.
Cut.
Your place?
Come on. We don't need to fight.
Elena? What are you doing?
It's the lights.
I know it's the lights, dummy. You broke them.
It's probably faulty wiring or something.
You've got faulty wiring.
Oh, the Kama Sutra. Okay, hold up. Oh god, they did a dumb jump scare, didn't they? Ah!
Fucking shit. Fuck shit. What?
At least what?
Okay, hold up. Okay, here's the deal.
If I'd known that ahead of time.
I would say that these characters are kind of treating this situation a little bit too nonchalantly. You know, they kind of just saw a deer that was that was dead. Well, well, this guy kind of decapitated it, but it was injured, and the body got dragged into the nothingness of the forest, and and you know they clearly saw that something was chasing them. They didn't saw, but they most likely knew it was there, and they're kind of not treating it with the care that they should. You know, they should be kind of panicking a little bit, I feel. So it's moments like this that they, you know, it kind of feels a little bit weird for because they kind of do this in the rest of the games where the characters are kind of like, you know, an actually kind of, you know, bad predicament, and for some reason they're trying to do some other things. Like, for example, they always tend to do this, in which, and I've noticed in all of them, there is most likely a couple that's trying to fix their relationship in the middle of a very bad predicament, which is like, why are you even fucking having to like ask and say, oh, I I thought that we could be something together and yada yada, and it's kind of like, motherfucker, why are you going on? What are you going on about? We're in a kind of serious situation right now. You should be focusing on something else. But they tend to always suddenly like want to fix their relationship in the middle of the like bad situation that they are in. I mean, I would say that here, at least you do have the sort of sense of, okay, they're in the cabin. They aren't sure what happened, but maybe, you know, they're kind of treating it a bit of a freaky thing that just happened. Maybe it was done by an animal that they didn't see, maybe a bear, you know. But they think they are now safe. It's not like in the other games where they're currently not safe and they're wanting to fix their fucking relationship out of nowhere. Like, even then, here, they're kind of in a fairly bad predicament because she's, you know, she's kind of freezing. She's fucking wet, thanks to these assholes prank. But again, it feels a little bit more normal than in the other ones where it feels kind of like, well, the theme for this is one of the themes in one of the game stories that you know, relationships, but in all of them you always have a couple that's kind of struggling through their relationship, and they want to, for some reason, want to fix it in the middle of the whole situation. But anyway,
I don't know. I'm kind of just, I'm not feeling it. yet.
Am I doing something wrong?
No. I mean, I thought you were one way, but you're kind of another way. Just
This is the one I...
like it.
Okay, shutter it is.
I'm sorry. I act
We're all insecure. But, you know, super fucking...
how to handle you. What is that?
Okay. So yeah, this is kind of like a weird of a bit of a weird moment. So for some fucking reason they decide to start having sex. Well, I guess to start make out, but it's clearly that the whole thing is that they're going into having sex. But still,
It's your phone.
What? How is it my phone?
I don't know, just came through the window.
Oh, for fuck's sake, God damn it! What? Those goddamn assholes probably followed us out here to fuck with us just when we were getting out of business. Hey! Yeah, Rex! That means you! I know! What are you trying to do? You want to ruin our fun that bad? Well, guess what? You can't! You can't ruin our good time because Michael and I are gonna fuck! That's right, we are going to have sex and it's gonna be hot! So enjoy it because I know we're going to!
damn blonde anyone. Anyway, like she knows that there's something out there that could fucking hurt. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So there. Okay. Finally. Yeah, I do remember this bit. And I wanted to talk about this. And it's the fact that there are some characters that are basically set to die whether you want them to die or not. That's the only issue. Now, I understand why they did this, but it's kind of like, you know, you have the whole like, you know, it's your choice. You have the whole like choices thing, but it's like, I haven't done any action that warranted her to die, and now she's dead, or we assume that she's dead. So it's kind of like, really? Anyway,
Communicating with us?
this is an issue that more or less becomes bigger in future games, where basically there are sections where no matter what, if the characters are set to die in that section, they will die. And then in other sections, where whether you do well or play well, bad or what the fuck am I saying? Like there's even other sections. One in particular in Little Hope,
The power's not even on.
in which no matter whether you fail or you succeed in the game, with a you fucking your characters will
Is it a button?
Why would there be a button?
will survive either way. So it's kind of like, really, why even care?
Damn secret password.
Gee, thanks. Whoa, is this...
This picture's kind of weird.
Holy...
Serious, we need to find Josh right now. Beth? What?
Yeah, so these guys are kind of having a bit of a. Oh,
Ash? Ash?
Pictures of people that you have come
okay.
to know.
Oh, what an interesting thing. Okay, so
Maybe you don't like them as much as you pretend.
I guess that as the game continues on,
Tell me which person from each
the room that he's in changes. I think that in I think the future games they don't really change much. One thing, are these like meant to be drawings? Because they're clearly renders that they just like passed the filter through and maybe edited them a little bit, but they're not drawings. Like you're not gonna fool me. Like do you see the hat? Like how much fucking detail is in that? That's not a sketch. That's clearly a fucking render of the model that they just passed a filter on with high exposure and high contrast.
You tell me, in this little game you're playing so diligently,
Who is it that you most dislike?
A bit too bitchy for your taste. Often the lack of confidence manifests itself as overconfidence. Think about that. Is that not just a little bit like... Oh, once again, I'm afraid we're out of time. We'll talk again soon.
Jess! Jessica, I'm coming! I'm coming!
Run, run, motherfucker, run!
Jessica!
She's he's screaming. Oh, Jessica! Oh well. Oh yeah, the guidance totems. I almost forgot about those. Holy shit, we've been seeing them the whole motherfucking time, and I just didn't realize. Okay, so the game kind of gives you a bit of hints of, I guess, what's gonna happen in the future. Now, it's not like an actual hint of, oh, this is gonna happen, yes or yes. I think it's more of a, this could happen if you, I guess, if you may encounter this. So, as we can saw,
Jessica!
he was making friends with a dog,
Jess!
or not a dog, a wolf. That was the whole thing about this
Oh,
that section.
God. No, Jessica. Oh, God. Jess, Jess, are you okay?
Help.
That was oh fuck. Wait, why is it going upstairs?
Okay, okay.
Hmm. No, yeah, like this is the section where
He's gonna make it.
whatever. Okay. Yeah. Nah, 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 nah.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So here's someone die. Okay.
Joshua and Ashley. Oh, my God.
We're gonna need one more flavor.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here's the deal. I would say the only thing that's kind of weird about this game, the game story, is that I can't remember. You know, you have the whole like Wendigo thing, but then you also have this other aspect where you have this like murder, this like weird psycho killers who are just trying to do some like tests on them, and I cannot remember for the life of me what was it, the whole thing, because in the end the only thing that mattered was the Wendigo thing, but I can't remember how this whole thing came into the overall story.
Participant now decide which subject will live and which will die.
Oh my God, get out of here.
Please, please, everyone calm down. It's all very simple. Christopher, you'll find the lever placed directly in front of you.
I wonder what is this about. Make a choice. Let the games begin. The choice is yours. Like, in terms of story, that bit of the like killers thing going on or whatever it is, like it's the one bit that I personally feel like kind of I remember that it's there. You know, I remember the whole masks thing, the masked guys thing, but I really cannot remember how did they actually like uh, like what was their importance in the whole story beyond just more threats to the characters, because there at least canonic, not like at least at the moment there's only one Wendigo, so I cannot understand what's the whole ordeal here. Oh. Anyway, let's see what he chooses. What the
Okay, okay, okay. This is gonna be okay. Oh, dude, buddy, let's just think about this for a minute.
You can't let me die.
Give me a second. I can't think straight. That's not gonna I won't let you die. No,
Thank
please,
you.
no.
I see. You've chosen the same passion.
No, Chris! No, Chris, man, I'm stressed. Well, we can do this. Go.
Yeah. Torture porn. I wonder why it says so. Anyway,
I'm coming out. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna need down. Shh, stop, please. Come on, let's get you out. Come on, we're gonna get you out of here. Gotta go, okay?
imagine if imagine if whilst getting her down, she like fucking trips onto the fucking saw. That would be fucking hilarious.
Gotta go, okay? Maniac.
Oh my god, we gotta get out of here.
I don't understand what happened.
What? Oh my god, Chris.
We're gonna figure this out.
Yeah, it's the only it's not, right?
Hold it, boy. Let's see. What are you
Looking for one night, okay? I see a hot bath in my crystal ball. Have fun.
Oh, we can do this.
Hey, guys, come on! I'm done with this.
You're only.
Oh my god.
She's quite beautiful, isn't she? A beautiful bathing bird. Do you think she has any idea what lies ahead? Do you think these were the last happy moments in this creature's life?
Showing this to me.
Why are you watching?
Josh!
How does it make you feel?
What did you do?
You're going to
It's-
10 seconds. 9,
No,
8,
no.
7.
Please, no.
Sam.
Shit.
Like this game is clearly trying to be an homage to a bunch of different genres of horror, which is I think what makes it also quite successful in its own. Like it's trying to be a bit of a slasher, it's trying to be a bit of a monster flick, it's trying to be a bit of a torture porn game.
Pussy.
He's calling out for the twist. Oh god. Anyway.
For me.
I d-
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Whatever.
What? No. No, I've had enough.
I think in here this character can die. I'm not-
Do anything about it anyway. Oh, Michael. So mad. Or dead bodies. I mean, only guess what? They didn't get to laugh it off. No. And after all you've been through, good. I mean, how does that feel, right? How does it feel? Do you enjoy feeling terrorized, humiliated? I mean, panicked? All those emotions that my sisters got to feel 1 year ago? Only guess what? They didn't get to laugh it off. No.
Okay.
Every little stick. So you got a little bit of egg on your face, right? Nobody got hurt? What are
Okay.
you talking about, you asshat? Jessica's fucking dead. What? Did you hear me? Jessica is dead. We're gonna fucking pay, bitch! Oh, I got so mad. You don't hit a girl. You just don't, dude. Dude, Chris, bro, I didn't. You just no. I just trying like.
Ah, okay, okay.
You're imagining my wildest dreams that you liked me. Stop. You know what that sound is? It's the sound of never. Crap. Poor little piggies. Did you hear me? Jessica is dead. We're gonna fucking pay, bitch! What happened with Jess, Mike? I don't remember killing Jess. Christ.
Oh god! Oh my god, Matt!
To the Wendigo shall be unleashed.
Okay, I gotta get. Jesus, hot.
I'm gonna have to watch. Oh, yeah. So here's when finally you actually get the big reveal. You know, the Wendigo, which is actually Hannah. Oh, wait, so you have this Wendigo, and then you have. No, yeah. So you have two Wendigos. You have Hannah, and then you have this other guy. I mean, I would say. Oh.
The hell was that? Holy shit, no.
Damn, the dog really just. What dog? It's clearly a wolf.
Where are you?
What you... keep giving out your position, Danny.
Is it you? Jessica!
Oh, I think here she dies. No matter what you do.
God, I'm so glad to see you. Glad you're safe.
Yeah, so Jess is dead. Yeah, if I will remember. Jess is definitely dead. He's definitely dead. Because he's a crazy murderer. Okay.
That's it. Come on, let's go.
It sounds a little too. Oh. He sounded a little bit too calm for the situation. That's also sometimes that I do notice. The acting sometimes doesn't fit the situation.
The man thing seems pretty fucked up. Well, we like to have the sounds and things. You want me alone? Deep. No. For long. Deep breaths, Josh.
Ah, now I remember. Okay. Okay, so the thing here is that, you know, he's cooked nuts and... Yeah, okay, now I remember. Fucking hell, I didn't remember this thing. So I would say the implementation of the analyst is kind of much better because here, okay, so you have two plot points. You have the thing at the start that the girl Hannah died. No, girl Hannah and her sister died.
Okay.
And Josh and Josh is also, I believe, the sibling as well, or somehow, yeah, I can't remember, but yeah, it's also the sibling. So he's actually he called everyone back to have revenge on them because he feels that they that if it wasn't for them, then they wouldn't have died. Okay, fine. Sorry. And then you have the other plot point, which is the Wendigos. And then the analyst is actually more or less more tied to Josh because because at least as it is revealed here, the person that he was actually talking to is actually Josh. Okay, yeah. Hoshi, I forgot about this.
I trust you.
Yeah, but I think that he dies.
I swear. Ellie!
Why didn't you save us, Josh? Why did you want us to die?
I didn't want you to die. Why are you doing this? Leave me alone!
Yeah.
We're about
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think he dies soon after.
you like. What does it mean?
If I am to play this game, I'm gonna do all that I have in my power to make sure that none of them survive. I really just want to make. Oh.
I don't take orders from you. I don't take orders from you. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to do. He's tripping or something. Josh!
Okay.
Thank you so much. I didn't want you to.
Wait, what did he?
No, you're not real! No, you're not! No!
Yeah.
No! No!
Yeah. So no matter what you do, he dies.
Sitting around. Listen.
Wait. Oh fuck! You're still alive? I didn't remember that. I thought that she just died and that's it.
Come on.
So yeah, so then in the end, everyone finds themselves here. Yeah. Well, yeah. So here so there's like a bunch of other Wendigos, and then you have the Hannah Wendigo, which it seems like. Yeah, it seems like the Hannah Wendigo is like different from the other Wendigos. Yeah. So slowly the characters start to.
Looks like there are survivors.
First.
And I watched him die.
I heard Jessica. I don't know how or why she was down there, but I know I heard her.
I was right
Yeah.
there, and I could have done something. I tried to do
Well-
something. It wasn't good enough.
How do you end up in the mines?
was carried and taken, and
What did you see?
I don't know. I don't know.
He's out of his fucking mind. He wanted to hurt us. Okay? And I thought he was the one who attacked Jess.
I thought we were close. After his sister's disappearance, he'd come and talk to me. He said I was the only one who understood him. I thought we had a connection.
Okay, yeah,
You need someone to talk to.
I'm fine.
this is actually a really good end
Experience.
I said I'm fine.
for, or at least, yeah.
I stabbed him and I tried to get away, but I didn't know. I swear I didn't know.
Didn't know? Who did you stab?
Oh, I stabbed the maniac. I didn't know it was Josh, but then he was the second. How was I supposed to know Josh had all this sauce and the gun? And oh god,
She was shot.
What? She was what? Is she okay?
We recovered her body with a gunshot wound to the head.
No, it doesn't make any sense. It was somebody else. It had to be.
Your friend Ashley, she told her she tried to help you.
Russ,
don't do that.
I'm really sorry.
Okay, well, Mike, calm down. You're gonna shoot me? Like me?
This is the safe room, Em. It is not safe as long as you're in it. Not
Okay, oh my god, you just go get out of here. Sending me to my death since you know there's a Wendigo out there ready to rip me to pieces like it did with. Okay, oh my god, you just go.
again.
What is this, guys? What are you doing?
Door's right here. I'm letting you do this voluntarily.
What is this?
Oh, okay, now I remember.
The Wendigo.
What?
It's nothing, really. It's not a big deal. You okay?
Shit.
It doesn't hurt anymore, really. It's not that bad.
Em, if that thing bit you,
I know what you're thinking. From the lodge to the sanatorium. See?
that's how I got back here.
I saw this when I was down there.
Okay, so that's how she died.
What is? Huh? What is that?
Ash.
Oh my god. It's nothing. It just bit me and bit you. What bit you? The Wendigo.
What?
It's nothing, really. It's not a big deal. You okay?
Shit.
It doesn't hurt anymore, really. It's not that bad.
Em, if that thing bit you,
I know what you're thinking, and I'm fine.
Are you?
Yes, Emily. At least let us check it out.
Emily, if the Wendigo bit you, you could turn into one of those
Oh,
things.
that's ridiculous. He said it was from eating each other. Remember, he said that. Is that how it works? Yes. It happens. If it bit you, you're gonna turn into one, and then you're gonna turn on us. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You can't be down here with us.
What, Mike?
You gotta go.
Are you kidding me?
Putting us
Was that the
in
right
danger.
decision to kill her?
Stay here.
Mike, just cool your head, okay? We don't know if it works like that. Maybe it's just a bite.
I've seen what these fuckers can do. I don't want to see it again.
What is this, guys? What are you doing?
Door's right here. I'm letting you do this voluntarily.
Oh no, you're just making yourself feel.
It's the safe room, Em.
Please.
It is not safe as long as you're in it. Not for us.
Don't do that.
I'm really sorry.
Oh shit, Mike!
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. What the fuck did I just do? Fuck. Fuck. Okay. It's over. I'll, the weird guy.
Vince, you did nothing to help. Paralyzed by your own self-centered fear, while a real threat was closing in.
I have a visual on a survivor. One survivor. Is that?
Oh, fuck!
Now I was wondering where he was. Yeah, so we see that's his face. Fate. And he turns into a Wendigo. So they were right to kill M, I suppose.
I have a visual on a survivor. One survivor. Is that?
Okay, I suppose that they were right to kill him. Okay. Well, I think this is going to be the end of the stream. Well, it could have been like half an hour less, more or less. I kind of just allowed the thing to just play on its own without having much of an input. But more or less, all right. So to just put all of my to put all of my thoughts into one sentence. So yeah, I would say Until Dawn is a good game. It's very much a kind of a weird bottled thunder. Is that how it's called? I can't remember. Like thunder in the bottle. Yeah, that's the actual expression. Yeah, thunder in the bottle, where somehow this guy's managed to actually make something that wasn't really done much at the time, I believe. But at least the core ideas of it were still there. You know, the whole like butterfly mechanic was actually something that was, I think, still it was somewhat known at the time, I believe. Yeah, like you can have Until Dawn, everyone dies, walk through. Yeah, I think you can everyone dies. Sorry. Yeah, worst ending.
Huh? Huh? How's that for you? Fuck.
Yeah, so as you can saw, if you saw in the game, I'm gonna have to use this other gameplay. I'm gonna use this other gameplay from
Chances of survival.
Retrospective Games.
Oh, shit. Sam,
Yes.
run. Run!
So let's watch. So again, so it more or less starts the same. You have Sam
Sam,
and Mike.
run!
Yeah, you have Sam and Mike in the yeah. I think the other two that were here are also dead at this point, at least from this person's gameplay. So yeah, if you move, I believe that if you move here, then she gets killed. Oh,
Oh my god!
yeah. So if you don't do anything here, if you run to switch, oh, you could easily just run to switch and basically kill them both. But if you don't,
Oh my god!
yeah. Yeah. So here instead of a yeah, so here instead of actually
I've seen something. There's still no sign of any survivors.
yeah. So instead you would just see at this point where you see all of the characters kind of like talking, all of the surviving characters, I mean, talking about how they what they experienced and kind of going back on it. Instead, you see just basically shots to when they died and at what time they died, which is interesting. Yeah. So here, Ashley also dies. Here M is also killed. And then the other two. I mean, you wouldn't die from that specifically, but uh-huh. And then you get Sam's death. Yeah. Okay. Oh, but at least that ending bit, because that doesn't change. Oh. Okay. Pretty cool. Yeah. Again, I would say that for Until Dawn, it definitely does a lot of things good. It has kind of like the starting point where you can see.
I am Hayden Panettiere, and we are here.
No, yeah, again, yeah, so hold up. Here I'm gonna show you. This is a video from. Okay, but yeah, Until Dawn is a really good game. You can clearly see that there's a lot of really good ideas. I think. What is it like the best thing that I could think about the game in general, which is really just the experience of it. It's a really well done experience. It's just that there are other things, like there isn't per se one single idea that kind of makes it good. It's a it's a really well it's a well thought out experience throughout. I would say there are some moments that are kind of dumb, more like down to maybe some characters do some dumb things, and or maybe the I would say the developers kind of just doing some dumb things in the sense of not really smart designing, but still, I would say that the cheap jump scares are kind of fairly kept to a minimum, and the characters aren't the dumbest that they could be. Like when people start to get hurt bad, dying and shit like that, people start to take everything seriously. But then after, but in, and no, I am saying this for a reason, and it's because in future games we see that even after people die and shit like that occurs, they kind of start to still behave in some very juvenile and dumb ways, and it's kind of like, why are you even caring about your like relationship and things like that? Still, oh, oh, well, I didn't know that you could just. Oh, all right.
Here at the studio recording until dawn.
My name is Rami Malik.
Yeah, oh, Rami Malek. Yeah, but you can see.
My name is Megan Martin.
My name's Bertold.
My name is Antonella Valentini, and I played Hannah and Beth.
My name is Jordan.
Yeah, so there are some characters that are actually played by, yeah, that's what I was also saying. So there are some characters that are actually more or less not actually based on the voice actor. Like, for example, that's clearly wrong. Like the other guy, that was clearly Rami Malek. Rami Malek. There is no thing, and even with her, yeah.
I am Hayden Panettiere, and we are here at the studio recording until dawn.
My name
She,
is Rami Malik, and I played.
yeah, I think they only do it for the more popular, I guess, people. And again, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because in the future games, they overuse the cast really badly. Like you have no idea. I think there's barely any characters. Like at the end of the more recent games, there's barely any characters that are actually designed per se, and it's just the voice actor because they casted a really famous person. You'll see when we get there tomorrow.
Josh.
My name is Megan Martin.
My name's Bertold.
My name is Antonella Valentini, and I played Hannah and Beth.
My name is Jordan Fisher, and I play the
But
character.
yeah, here again, you can see that the character was based in his look.
Matthew, Matt for short.
I'm Nicole Bloom. I play Emily in the game.
I think yeah as well.
My name is Noah Fleiss.
I am
Yeah as well.
Adriel Steinman, and I
I
play.
would say
Fisher,
Wait, hold
and I
on.
play the character Matthew, Matt for short.
I'm
Hold
Nicole
up.
Bloom. I play Emily in the game.
My name.
yeah the face is very much based, but I would say that they based on the and even the hair. Well, actually, the hair is more like that because they just made him have that hair just for the interview.
Is Noah Fleiss.
I am Adriel Steinman, and I play Ashley.
So Until Dawn is a story of 8 teenagers who read
Even
this
well, actually,
is Noah Fleiss.
I am Adriel.
yeah, the face is also there.
So until I've lost 2 of my sisters, so coming to kind of get some closure in that respect.
One of the things that Larry does really well is make these multi-layered characters. And I think for just the story in general, it follows the quintessential horror film plot lines, but the
Yeah.
characters are so unique in themselves, and I think that's very cool.
Oh, I hope this was the right thing to do. What? You know, get everyone together on the anniversary. I mean, Josh seemed really pumped about it.
So I would say that the setup of the actual story itself is fairly common. The whole like going back to a place where something bad happened, and maybe one of the characters has a clear motive to do something. And as we can see, yeah, that's what it's basically happening. The whole murderer thing was actually just a dumb thing. That was done just to more or less get back at what Josh. No, get back at the others. That's what Josh did. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he definitely did. I haven't seen him so.
Huge lovers of animals, and she's a huge animal lover. She's vegan. She is, I think, is made fun of a little bit. She doesn't care. It doesn't stop her from being herself, and
a loner, but he takes some solace in one of his sister's friends, Sam, played by Hayden Panettiere, and invites everybody back to the same house the next.
Character that, you know, at school she knows she's pretty, she knows that boys like her, and she's gonna use it to her advantage.
He's got a big heart. You can tell that's very evident, especially how he treats his girlfriend Emily, and you know he's kind of a meathead, but in the best way possible.
She really knows what she wants, and she manages to get that from whomever it is, whether it be Matt or Mike. You know, she's really driven, and I can definitely relate to that.
My character.
Intelligent and thoughtful. She kind of looks at
Like I would say that some of the characters' faces, for the actual characters, they're actually a bit more shifted a little bit. Like it isn't an exact replica, but it could be just because of the time that it was made. Like the game was actually Until Dawn was made in 2015, 2014, 2015. So at the time, maybe the technology to actually like scan their faces wasn't the best. But you know, then you get to current day, and all that they're doing is just a one-to-one replica of the actor's face. Though to be honest, the Rami Malek character Josh, that's clearly Rami Malek. You don't see that, and you think that's somebody else. Meanwhile, the other guys, they kind of look a bit fairly different to their characters. Like you can clearly tell that she's meant to be Ashley, but there are features on her face that on the character's face, I mean, that are different to their, I guess, actor that's playing them.
he is Chris, but they connect in a lot of ways.
Mike is like a guy on campus. He's
Mike, yeah, again, you can clearly tell, but there are some differences in their face.
He gets away with a lot though. He can be kind of jerky. The fact that he just kind of looks like want to be happy.
This guy's also, I would say, yeah, this one's a bit of a one-to-one replica. He clearly looks at his character. The character was heavily based on his appearance.
So it was really fun to do that.
She looks kind of different. Hold up, yeah, there's a bit of a.
But also, like, this character is just so fun. I really get to play the bitch, and so it was really fun to do that.
Hold up. I would say that they tried to do that, yeah. So they keep going on about how she's like bitchy. I would say you can clearly see that they're still trying, that they're kind of going by that whole like you're supposed to hate this character and you're supposed to love this other character, which is kind of like cheap in a way. It's like, really, can I just decide on my own whether this character is actually per se good? Like she can be bitchy, but that doesn't mean that she has to die for it. I think that's why they clearly want her. Like, you know, she's meant to die either way. She doesn't survive. There's no way to make her survive because she gets bitten by the Wendigo and then she transforms afterwards. So there is no way for her, no way for her to survive. So I guess they want you to feel a little bit good about it because you got rid of this bitchy bitch, I suppose. Nah, that doesn't roll with me. I don't know. Yeah, the ending streaming. The ending streaming. The stream is ending. Damn, this. Hold up, let me just check. All of these cards are really old. I'm gonna have to change them in the future. I mean, specifically with the whole like theme that I kind of have going on. Yep. I mean, you got? You got Bayonetta, you got Digimon, you got Toho. I mean, there's other things that I like, but I would say those are the like main things that I tend to go back to the most. I would say. Oh well, but still, yeah. Until Dawn, great game. The rest of the games that were made after, not so much of a great game, but still. Right. Bye bye. What? Hello? Is that first? Hello? Is that somebody? Gato. Gato. Oh. Oh, I think I know who you are. Okay. Bye bye.